beautiful people, it's the Vibe Queen, Omobalabal, and guess what, guys? You're tuned into another fantastic episode of the Entertainment Recap Show. Woo! Of course, if you're just joining for the first time, the E-Recap Show, the Entertainment Recap Show, is that show where I go out to dig all the interesting, juicy entertainment gist and serve you hot. Now, guys, when I talk about entertainment, I'm referring to especially the music industry. Now, guys, for this particular episode, I've got 4 interesting stories to share with you guys. Now, the first one is quite sad. Well, I mean, Yorubas will say Okwamala, but even at that, the story is one that is very, very inspiring, interesting, and definitely you see why it's a sad one. Now, Dolly Parton, the amazing international music act, took to her page recently to announce that she has just lost her husband. Now, why I said it is Okwamala when you're referring to Nigerians or Africans is because her husband died at the age of 82. Wow, that's like aged, right? But now, this is the interesting part of the gist. The interesting part of the gist is that she actually got married to him and they've been together for about 60 years. Now, imagine losing your partner of 60 years. Man, it's going to be real tough. Now, the most intriguing part of this story is she met him when she was just 18 years old. Now, imagine someone you've spent your life with since 18 years and she just announced that he passed away. Sad, right? Well, I mean, our heartfelt wishes are with Dolly Parton, and we just hope that, God grants her the fortitude to bear the loss. And may the soul of our husband, Carl, will rest in perfect peace. Now, guys, let's shake it off. My second gist for this particular episode is going to be on this individual, special individual, if you ask me. And I'm talking about Spyro. Now, so many people are of the opinion that it feels like sometimes Spyro is always bored and he will just say to himself, you know what, make I just drop one tweet, scatter the streets of social media platforms, because there are some of his posts that you'll be wondering, within this guy think go this matter. Now, the last time that Spyro was all over the news was at a particular point where he dragged a certain public figure, saying that this person claimed that he got a gig for him and he was going to be paid a certain amount, and that this person did not pay him his money back. And this person actually came back to say, you know what, why are you saying this when I linked you up with a car seller and I gave you a good deal and you were supposed to give me a certain percentage, but you didn't see anything about it? And this brouhaha went on for a very long time. Now, this is actually not on owe me, I owe you. This one is on Spyro, telling us what he wants to have before he gets married. Now, remember that if you follow Spyro well, you know that he always says that his dream girl is Nengi. I think he has a crush. Not like I think. He says it boldly with his full chest that, he's got a crush on Nengi. And people are always like, but you want a Jesus girl. And he's like, what now makes you think that Nengi is not a Jesus girl? Well, just for another day. Well, I feel like people have been dragging Spyro saying, oh yeah, now marry now. And he actually tweeted and said, until he has about 500 million naira in his account, he's not going to get married. And people were like, I don't understand. Why do you have to have much? And then, you know what? He gave like a little background story of how his childhood was growing up and how he actually made a promise to himself to give his own family a best life. So I understand, but 500 milli, that's $500 million. Well, who am I to talk? We don't know how much it ends. So, well, good luck, Spyro. We can't shall wait to attend your wedding. My guy, we can't wait to attend your wedding. Now, guys, let's move on to this particular gist, which gives me headache. Yes, it gives me a headache, actually. And I'm talking about the gist surrounding the late Mohbad. Now, it gives me a terrible headache because this boy's body is still lying down. This boy has not been buried. But the good news or the recent development is that his wife, who has been silent for a while, despite all the dragging, has decided finally to speak up. And she has said, according to her, This time, she's going to give you back to back. You come for her, be ready to collect. Now, she's been granting interviews, sharing her own side of the story. But recently, it feels like the coroner's inquest is drawing closer, where she says Mohbad's late friend and the nurse who was accused of treating Mohbad before his death would appear in court. And she said she's been getting some threats, on TikTok, that some people are paying Mohbad's friend and the nurse some money, saying they are going to be the ones to instruct them on what to say at the court. And she said she's not even scared anymore, that whatever you people want to say, you can say. And guess what? There's also this gist that surfaced on the internet from late Mohbad's father's live session on TikTok, where he said the reason why he is pissed is the fact that he didn't actually, leave some properties for Mohbad when he was born. That's so why will Mohbad want to leave properties for his son? And people were like, I don't understand. It's not adding up. What's happening here? But guys, back to the wife's gist. Now, she has decided to share the story, even though people have been blaming her, saying, but why are you just speaking? Because you people were making it feel like, everything is tilting towards the bully videos that were surfacing online after Mohbad's death. Now, don't get me wrong, it is still a fact that Mohbad was bullied because we saw video evidences. Even though, these people that were accused of these bullying actions have been justified by the court and have been set free. But the thing is, we all thought that, they kept saying they're after their lives, if they talk, they will come after our lives. But now, from the gist, she narrated that on this day, the only fight she had with her husband was because she was angry at him for fighting on a day he had a performance, and that when they got back into the car, that she was scolding him, that as a normal wife, you would definitely be angry that why are you fighting with your friend? Why are you fighting, in public? And guess what? She said when they got home, that she even still prepared food. He said he wanted some things and all of that. That when he started feeling sick, that the nurse came to treat him. And she even said most of the time she was not in the living room. Now, the most interesting part is that she said Mohbad didn't receive one injection, that he had received like 2 shots earlier, that it was the third one that he started reacting to and said he was feeling hot inside and all of that. But guess what, guys? Now, she said they rushed him after he was complaining to the hospital, and 20 minutes later, he was pronounced dead. Oh my God. Honestly, I can't really I don't even know what to believe at this point. Like, there are different stories, there are different angles to these stories, and we're just hopeful that at least something substantial that will just even make it feel like this boy received justice would come out of the coroner's inquest. Because now she said the medical team that have been working on the autopsy and everything said that the results were not gotten because his body was decomposed by the time it was taken for autopsy. If you ask me, it's such a very sad story. And the saddest part of it all for me is the fact that Mohbad's body is still lying somewhere. I just feel like this boy should be buried. Like, if he didn't enjoy rest while alive, let him even enjoy this rest while he's dead. Like, honestly, that's what I feel. And I feel that, the wife should have spoken up. Although people are saying, why has she not conducted the DNA? And she said the reason is he needs permission from her father-in-law, and he has decided not to give the permission. So I'm confused. He's the one going about saying that he wants DNA. He's the one, according to her, not signing the papers. And according to her, she says he's only doing this to her because he wants to have like claim over the child. He wants the child to be in his own custody, which she has refused. Wahala for this kind of family issue. I no go lie you, this scene be like season film. I doubt if it's ending soon. Now, guys, on to my next gist. Still talking about family. Now, if you're quite familiar with trending news online, you know that Jude Okoye was arrested. In fact, one half of the twins, twin brothers, P-Square, was saying that it was the other brother that actually got Jude Okoye arrested. But that's not the case. Sometime around the 26th of February, Jude Okoye was arraigned. He was arrested by EFCC. Now, according to them, the reason he was arrested was for, he was actually accused of money laundering. And this particular money, they said it's about 1 point something billion naira, and that's why he was actually arrested. But you know, after people were dragging each other saying, is it the twin brother that got his own elder brother arrested and all of that, now we've been able to get the clear information that it was EFCC that actually accosted Jude Okoye and got him arrested. Now guess what, guys? He has been granted bail, but of how much? 100 million naira. Whew! Money there, you guys. Like, there's money in this country, because I mean, it's been set free, and that only means something, that he has actually been able to take care of his bail payment, which is 100 million naira. Guys, where will I see this money? Okay, guys, thank you so much for tuning into this particular episode of the Entertainment Recap Show. Which of the stories that I shared is your favorite? And which trendy story did I not mention in this particular episode? Please gist me in the comment section, because I also want to grab that gist. I shouldn't be the only one gisting you people always now. People should give me gist too. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, kindly like, drop comments, share with your friends, and remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Afrobeatsglobal. And you can find us on social media platforms, Instagram, Twitter, and other platforms at Afrobeatsglobal. You can find me on Instagram at Omobolanle @Digun_, and on other platforms, Omobola_Val. Till we meet again, guys. Stay safe. Do jeje, waka jeje inside life. Be safe, guys. I love you. Mwah. Bye.